Good evening. So this is just like a story time, man. I was just thinking about this story. Um, you know, like this is gonna tie God into a lot of things too, but also it's crazy when your life is really on the line. And let's say you're not really spiritual, or you might be like, God, this and that, blah blah blah. I'm telling you, when your life is on the line, bro, and you come back to God real quick. So I'll tell you the story, the time frame. So this is in 2014. So how old was I then? I'm 34. I was like 23 or 24. I'm 34 right now. So yeah, I was 2014, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 years ago. Yeah, they're around like 22, 23 years old, right? But this takes place in, West Side Modesto, right? So at the time, like, I was kind of like falling away from God, and I was just like, oh, you know what? I'm tired of all that shit, blah blah blah. I wasn't praying anymore, nothing, right? Um, so at the time, right? This is in West Side Modesto. It was about, I like to say, 3 and 4 in the morning. I was just kind of up that whole like night, and I was just like, fuck it. I was gonna walk to go buy some cigarettes, like from where I lived, to little store by West Side Market. I'm gonna go buy some cigarettes because it was open, right? So I'm just walking down the street, like, or whatever, and I'm just not like paying attention, like whatever, just kind of walking down the street. It was really quiet, like early morning, late night, whatever, but it was very early. Or, I mean, it was very like dark and late. It was called late, like 2, 3 in the morning. Anyway, but I was just walking to the park, and like I said at the time, like I was like losing my faith and all that, so I wasn't praying or nothing. And I was walking to the park, I had my headphones on, which is a big no-no, bro. For that some reason, I have my headphones on at the time. It was a big no-no, but like I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, so walking the park, I get to Mel's Park, right? And I'm walking through Mel's Park, cut through the park, and get to Martin Luther King and walk up to where West Side Market was. So I'm walking through the park, and then I kind of saw out the corner of my eyes, but in the alley, I saw it looked like these 2 kids. They're on the bicycles, and I was walking up, and then I heard one of them say, "What's up, nigga?" And they're like 2 little hood Mexican kids. Hey, what's up, nigga? And I turn around and I look, and I was like, so I took off my headphones. I was like, some fucking kids, bro. I don't give a fuck about them. He said it again, what's up, nigga? And I was like, turn around. I didn't really like face him because I was just kind of wasn't really paying attention. And I was like, hey, bro, I don't want no problems. Because in my head, like, I'm going to beat the shit out of both of these kids, bro. Like, and, I didn't have a gun on me or anything like that, but I was like, you're going to beat the shit out of these fucking kids, bro. They want to mess with me. And he said it again, hey, what's up? And I turn around, hey, bro, I don't want no problems. And then I look down, bro, and a kid had a freaking chrome pistol out, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, when I looked, my heart dropped, and I was like, uh-oh, that's it. And like, if you know anything about the hood, like, kids are wild, bro. They're about 14, 15. Kids that age, bro, and they're out in the street, and they're packing, dude. They're, like, they're looking for problems. Like, they'll kill you, bro. Like, straight up, dude. The dangerous ones in the streets, like in the hood and all that, aren't like the older cats, like the older dudes or anything like that. That's not the dangerous one. It's the little, like, baby face youngsters. Those are the dangerous ones in the hood, bro. Like, anybody who's like really from the hood, they know that. It's some little like dorky looking like little thug kid runs up on you or something, they're talking crap, dude. Yeah, bro. Like, could be damn near a death sentence, bro. Like, but yeah, anyway, kid, his name was Frank, pulled out a pistol, and he was just, what's up? And I was just like looking, and after that, I didn't say anything. I was just like, so my immediate thing is just like, hey, I'm not going to negotiate with them. That's not going to happen, bro. I knew that right off the bat. I ain't negotiating with them. I didn't have shit to give them, poor as F. I have nothing to give them. Not going to negotiate with them. And I was like, bro, the only thing I do is run. And I was just like, bro, like, I took off, turned around, and ran through the park. And I remember I screamed as loud as like, God, I screamed it so fucking loud. And I was running through the park. I was God, like fucking, like this, I just said that hella loud a couple of times, and I was just like running through the park, and I was just like, bro, like that's it. I was just like, dude, they're gonna shoot me in the back or something, and like, hey, and be like, on the news, this guy shot and killed in Melrose Park, and I ran as fast as I could, bro. And real story too. I remember that from the movie Apocalypto when I don't even remember that scene where where the dude had to run through the field. They're running through the field. And they started running in zigzags because they had him run out in the field and they're gonna throw throw spears at him and kill him, and they started running in zigzags. I swear to God, bro, I put that in everything, dude. I started running in zigzags like that because I saw that in the movie Apocalypto. And I was like, bro, the only chance it happened is screaming to God. And I ran, dude. Like, I had flip-flops on at the time, too. I was like, what the heck was I thinking that night, bro? I had flip-flops on. I ran as fast as I could. My flip-flops just flew off, bro. And I was just running as fast as I could through the park, bro, like Apocalypto style. And I guess God heard me, bro, because for some reason they didn't follow me, man. Like, they could have easily, caught me, bro, and just shot me or whatever. I don't know what it is, or gun jammed or something, dude, but I swear to God, it was running like Apocalypto style. Ran through Melrose Park, like, faster than Usain Bolt, and I ran up to one of the other little streets, and I ran to this abandoned house, and I ran into the abandoned house, and like, one of the windows was broken, so I got went into the house, and I sat there, and I was like completely out of breath, bro. Like I was just like about to throw up, bro. I was like hyperventilating. I was running so fast, my adrenaline was pumping so hard. I've never ran that fast in my life. I ran like top speed all the way to that house, and I was just hiding in there, like just like I was about to throw up, bro. And I stayed there for about an hour or something because like I don't know if they were looking for me or what. And I was just like, bro, like I was like, hopefully they didn't follow me here, because I can't run no more. If they are, like, it's like I can't run. I was done, dude. I was just like sitting there like hyperventilating. Oh shit, and then like I was just sitting in that house for a little bit, and then I was like, I was gonna go walk to my homie Manuel's house. At that time, it was like about 5 in the morning, because it started about 3. So I was there actually probably a little longer, probably a couple hours. It went really quick, because I was like, man, I was just like in shock and tripping out. It was running for my life, and like I was started walking to my friend Manuel's house. He lived like a street behind Westside Market. And for some reason, this is what I mean, man. God be watching, dude. God be like protecting me, man. But it was weird, dude, because like I didn't expect them to be up, but it's like almost like he knew I was gonna be there, man. Because I knocked one time, and man opened the door almost immediately. I was just like, what the fuck? And he was there. He's like Titus, what the fuck are you good, bro? Like he saw me, I was like panicked, bro. Like, and he was like, dude, what happened, bro? I came to the house and he had just made a pot of coffee and everything too, bro. He made a pot of coffee, and like he gave me one of his mom's cigarettes, and I was just like talking to him. I was like, yeah, bro, like I just got chased down at the park. I was hiding in this abandoned house for a couple hours. And I just let him know the whole story and what happened, and he was just like, bro, it's crazy, blah blah blah, this and that. We were just talking about it for a while. And then by that time, like I kind of calmed down. It was about 7 in the morning, and I started walking back to my house, completely barefoot, by the way. Not like I told you, I had my sandals, so I was fucking walking around the west side straight up barefoot, bro. Like I swear to God, I lost my sandals. I went back. Manuel came with me too, like actually, so he came with me, and I was like, yeah, bro, like it's obviously they're long gone by now. So he just walked with me, man. Like he took his skateboard, and like we walked back to Melrose Park. I wanted to finding my sandals. He just kind of like walked with me home and shit, dude. And like that was that debacle. But where's God coming? Like, dude, like I was just like losing my faith at the time, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, like I screamed out to God, man. And I was like, dude, like, God was with me that day, bro, without beyond a shadow of a doubt. Just the whole series of events. Even Emmanuel being awake at the time, dude, almost like if he knew I was going to be at his house. It was pretty early, And, like, I was just like, yeah, dude, like, you know, you lose your faith until something crazy happens and God comes through and rescues you, man, and you're just like, yeah, dude. And from that moment on, like, dude, like I've gone through my little moments, but man, I don't give up my faith. You know, God's looking out for me, man. So that's all I wanted to say. That was my little story time. Hope you all enjoy your evening, and peace.